It is time to go over week 16. We're going to start with the Titans at the Chiefs. This one's going to be a barn burner. Chiefs are finally dead. Finally, the Chiefs are dead. Nobody roots for the Patrick Mahomes injury. Let's hopefully he recovers quickly and is able to make it back for next season. But for this season, the Chiefs are done, which means the AFC is wide open. The Jaguars and the Texans have a legitimate shot to get to the Super Bowl, and I hope one of them does it, man. This show would go crazy if it does. However, we got to see, can the Titans complete the 3-game sweep? And I say 3-game because the Colts fell short against the Chiefs, but the Titans might be able to get it done. 1 p.m. Eastern. Dalton, I'm going to start with you. Titans versus the Chiefs. Who do you have in this one?
Oh man, I would love for the Titans to win, to be honest with you, man. Like, just because, I want to mess with their draft spot. I do. I'm a big tanker. Nobody is better at rooting for the tank than me. Of course, I was very jealous of the Titans for out tanking us last year. Titans swept us when I wanted to have number 1 pick, but it's all good. But I'll take the Chiefs to win this one because apparently Gardner Minshew is a Titans killer. So we'll go 24-21.
All right, Ruben, who do you have in this one?
I'm going Tennessee Titans here. I don't think the blading is going to stop for Kansas City. I think the deal that they made with the underworld has expired, and they are all coming to collect. I have Tennessee winning this one 17-10. Cam Ward gets another W.
Oh, I love it. All right, Derek, who do you have in this one?
Yeah, I think the Chiefs will win this one, plain and simple. Give me a final score of 17-10.
17-10. All right. I got to see, Mike. You said you had a take for this one. Is it a tanking style take, or are you picking your Titans to win? Talk to me.
Let's just put it this way. Kansas City just fell apart. They made a massive run with their dynasty, and unfortunately, like all things, must come to an end. And it is what it is. Shout out to Patrick Mahomes. Hopefully the surgery went well and he's at home resting. We'll see you when you get back on the field. Wish you the best. Hate it that it had to end, but just glad to be a part of it to see it. But regardless, the Tennessee Titans, it is an evaluation year. You're just trying to see what you can do with Cam Ward and what he has surrounded by him. And it's a situation where you're basically just putting him in a place to where he can get better. And fortunately, he's coming up against a pretty beaten the hell up Kansas City team, especially against the offensive line. Unfortunately, we're beat up too, especially in our secondary. So I guess it's who blinks first. So do I want the pick? Do I want to keep tanking? Or do I want to see progress? And that's the big question. If Cam Ward can show me progress in this game, I don't mind taking the win. I don't mind that at all. But I'm going to go with my gut here. Give me the Titans 17-14.
I absolutely love it. Way to stick with your team, man. No matter what, you're in it. This is great. All right. We got the Jags at the Broncos, 4:05 p.m. Eastern. This might be the game that decides the division. The Broncos fighting for the number 1 seed, so they certainly have a lot on the line. The Jaguars trying to keep pace and win the division, so they've got a ton on the line. This one's going to be a barn burner. Mike, I'm going back to you on this one. Jags at the Broncos, 4:05 p.m. Eastern. Who do you have winning this one?
Yeah, this is literally a playoff matchup going down the road, maybe weeks later. But, 2 great teams right now that are just hitting their peak. The Jaguars are just rolling off teams like it's nobody's business. Shout out to the Broncos for what they've been continuing to do with Bo Nix and Sean Payton. It's been the perfect marriage. But I got to also give props to what I said earlier in the year. And Dalton, I think you can agree with me when I say this. I said, and I quote, that Liam Cohen and Trevor Lawrence would be a perfect marriage if they could get everything right. And they have at the right time. So what do I see here? Do I have the guts to take the upset right here in Mile High? Dalton, ball, but for me, call me Sway Lee. Ball is life. Give me the Jaguars, 24-17.
Let's go.
I love it.
Let's go.
Love it. I love it. All right, Derek, are you going to echo those sentiments, or are you going to be a hater? Jaguars at the Broncos.
Everything inside me does not want to make this pick but I have a feeling that there's going to be an upset in Mile High this weekend, and I think the Jags are going to take the dub. Give me a final score of 23-20.
Well, you know, if they don't take the dub, you can always say, at least we beat the Broncos and you didn't. All right, Ruben.
Off of leverage.
Talk to me. Jaguars at Broncos. How do you see this one going down?
Yeah, this is where I have to put on my hate watch. If I have any chance of winning the AFC South for a third year in a row, I need the Denver Broncos in Mile High Stadium to win this game. Look, I think it's going to be a good game overall. I just think right now the Denver Broncos are just a team that's soaring. Not saying Jacksonville isn't, but it's pretty tough to play at Mile High. I have this being a close one. I'm going to go 24-21 Denver Broncos. Texans will come back next week. Number one in the AFC South.
Crazy. All right, Dalton, talk to me about this one, man. I will say you've been very fair this year. You have picked against the Jags when you felt like they were going to lose. Is this one of those situations, or are you saying your Jags are going to get it done at Mile High? Talk to me.
Yeah, I mean, this is a huge game here. This is the difference between whether the Jaguars will get into the playoffs as a 1, 2, or 3 seed, or if they get in as a 5, 6, or 7 seed. Because when you look at the remaining schedule, I mean, if the Jaguars go 2-1 and the Texans go 3-0, they own the tiebreaker. So, you would need help from the Texans, of course, and it's kind of hard to really rely on them kind of assisting you in that category. So it's all about who wants it more right now. Denver, they already have the playoffs locked up right now. How hungry they're going to come in, I imagine they are hungry, but I really don't think there will be any team that would be hungrier than the Jaguars going into this game. I think these last few weeks, the Jaguars have not been playing the best of teams, but what the Jaguars have been doing is they've been very quietly building Trevor Lawrence's confidence, allowing him to play free in this offense. And I think the Jaguars have figured out a lot about themselves. They've got the passing game going. They know their strengths. They have a new left tackle now with Cole Van Lanen, who, Trevor Lawrence has not really been getting hit at all these last few weeks. So I think everything builds up to this moment right now. The Denver Broncos are a great team, but of course they are a beatable team, right? They do a great job about winning games at the end of it, but they have one of the smallest margins of victory, I think, in NFL history when it comes to like a team that has this record right now. So I think the Jaguars do go in there and win it. The Jaguars are just so hot right now, and it's really hard to pick against them. And I'm going to say the Jaguars go to Mile High and win this one 31-21, and then Jacksonville is going to go crazy.
Oh, I absolutely love it. Well, I hope to see it. Texans versus the Raiders. We'll make this one quick. Raise your hand if you think the Raiders are going to beat the Texans. Liars. You're freaking liars.
I know. I'm joking. I wish. Okay. I'm kind of hoping. I'm pulling for the Raiders.
I didn't even raise my hands. I shrugged.
Okay. All right. So, Ruben, either way, I want a score prediction from you. How do you see this one going down?
Yeah, I have this being 28-13 Houston Texans. Your offense has been looking good the last couple of weeks, and it continues against a not-so-good Las Vegas Raiders. Look, the goal for these next couple of games is to get your offense in a rhythm for the playoffs. This defense, as good as it's been, they themselves are not happy with allowing 3 touchdowns to Jacoby Brissett. So I am looking for this Houston Texans defense to come back strong and, put a pretty damn good performance against the Las Vegas Raiders. Houston Texans get their 10th win of the season. That's 10 straight wins in a row for DeMeco Ryans.
The thing is, Ruben, you guys are like teetering. Your defense is teetering.
How is it teetering?
It's on 2000 Ravens, 85 Bears level.
Oh, okay.
So this is the thing. You don't need to win this game. You need to kick their ass.
For sure. That
is the statement.
Mm-hmm. For sure. It's also your offense getting into a rhythm, which like it did last week. So, that's right? Let's go 35-13 Houston. Houston's going to whoop their ass.
I love it. Now you're fading Kenny Two Gloves. All right. I see you. All right. Monday Night Football. Colts 49ers in a showdown at Lucas Oil Stadium. Cannot wait to see Old Man Rivers live and in person. All right, I'm just joking. I'm not going to be there. Either way, I will be watching this one very closely. My 49ers take on your Colts. Look very, very forward to it. Mike, I'm going to go to you again. How do you see this one playing out?
Yes, this Monday Night Football game is brought to you by Colonial Penn Insurance, because if you're 65 and older, it's time.
Also,
man.
Cialis.
And Life Alert.
Because your quarterback has fallen and is not getting up.
Phillip Rivers is legit like a ED commercial right now playing out in real time. It's hilarious. All right, go ahead.
I feel like a lot
And a
of people
birth
are
control
missing out.
commercial.
A lot of people are missing out on some mad money opportunities here. All right, so we could talk all day about the physical embodiment of old man Jenkins, but we'll get on to the game. So, Derek, I mean, I was pretty impressed with the way Phillip Rivers handled himself. They kept into a pretty tight game, especially with the Seahawks, just as good as that defense has been playing. So, I mean, it's a tough sell right now. I mean, I think the 49ers are just kicking on all cylinders, even with the injuries. I think it's a close one, though, but I'm going to give it to the 49ers. Give it to me 24-21.
All right, Ruben, how do you see this one playing out?
Yeah, I have this one being a win for San Francisco. I'm gonna have it be 20-10. I think it's gonna be hell for Phillip Rivers out there. We might see an old man just not make it out the game. So wish the very best for Phillip Rivers, but it's gonna be a tough one.
We might get an AR-15 sighting. All right, Dalton, how do you see this one playing out?
Yeah, I mean, they were competitive last week, but yeah, Phillip Rivers can't throw. I mean, if Riley Leonard is healthy, play him, because I liked what he showed against the Jaguars at the very least. But yeah, the Colts are going to lose this one. Let's say 21-13.
All right, Derek, time to hear from you, brother. How do you see this one going down with your Colts? And well, actually, they're at home against my 49ers.
I wish I could be excited for this game. This was a game that I was super excited to watch at the beginning of the year. It's very rare that the Colts get primetime games anymore. And, now I have to watch Phillip Rivers throw the football, who can't throw the ball more than 10 yards down the field. And basically, I mean, you guys are just going to absolutely cream us. I don't see any way that we score 20 points in this game, even being at home. I think the 49ers are going to win this game 24-14.
Oof, bleak. Sleeper, baby. All right, listen, get a 100% deposit match using promo code RTS. That deposit match is good for up to $100. You can also get a free $20 play when you use promo code RTS. Link is pinned to the top of the description. In the sake of time, I went ahead and made my picks. I'm using these picks all week long. So Aaron Rodgers yesterday, I took the freebie in him. Obviously, we lit up green here. Means we got that one. But Thursday night football game, I got Kyron Williams going with the more on 55.5 rushing yards. I got Matthew Stafford with the more on 229.5 passing yards, and Sam Darnold with the more on 229.5 passing yards as well. I put 10 down to win 79-60. So you can tail us, you can fade us, but make sure you use promo code RTS and take advantage of that free $20 play. Even without making a deposit, just use that promo code.